Hi everyone, welcome to Pure Tarot. This is the Love in the Evening reading. It is the sequel of this morning's reading called Love in the Morning that I did earlier. It is, the intent was to create like a tandem reading to look at, so how you felt in the morning versus how you feel now. Maybe, or, most likely regarding the same person, one person in particular. Maybe not, who knows? And, see if there was any, I guess, evolution of the situation, or maybe not at all. Maybe the readings will come out as two separate entities, right? That's really out of my control. Anywho, I'll create timestamps for you guys. You can find them. You know the drill, right? Description box, comment section. I'll put them in both places. You can skip and go to the signs that interest you. So let's just dive in, go into Aries, and look at Love in the Evening for you guys. Oh, wow. This one literally flew out. The Knight of Wands. Such an Aries way of, coming out of left field at the speed of light. Let's pull one romance angel here. Okay, 3 wanted to come out. Let's look at those. Interesting. And I don't know if you noticed, but these two came out close together and this one came out separately. So give your relationship a chance, came out with flirt. So that's really cool. And then separately, you have a pay attention to the red flags. So, some people will deem the Knight of Wands to be, not someone very reliable, quite a charmer, someone that will be in and out of your life. They're here only for the good times. That's like their bad reputation. So in a sense, you could say that, some red flags are being waved at you here. There's a lot of red here. And red is the color of Mars, and Mars is the ruler of Aries. Everything's in line here. And yet you have this energy here of give your relationship a chance and flirt. So to be honest, this is... whether this is you or whether this is the person you are interested in, I think there's the potential of, at least, even if it's a short-lived encounter, the cards are asking you to give this relationship a chance. Maybe this is the surface level impression that you get from this person or that you give off. And, I love this word here. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. And this Knight of Wands, this fiery, passionate, extremely, how can I put it? Like, it's light-hearted because he's not taking himself too seriously, right? So it can actually be very beautiful. It can be a very beautiful experience to have. Like, it gives me the impression of really living in the moment, like profoundly in the moment, like being in the zone with this person. So the passion it's a lot of intensity, right? I think that's interesting. But yeah, this red flag thingy. Keep your eyes open. Or maybe know how and when to withdraw from the relationship when you feel that, it's getting risky for you in a sense. Maybe before falling too deep, or, if you feel that it's not good for you, then to know when to withdraw yourself, in that sense, right? being cautioned, or being cautious, I should say. And music to my ears. Oh, that's the flirty energy here. That's the flirt. Someone is seducing you. You see how close their heads are? Like, they might be whispering sweet little words to each other. And so they're whispering in each other's ears. Maybe blowing into each other's ears. So yeah. That's beautiful. So yeah, that's where the magic happens between the two of you. So there you go, Aries. Love in the evening. Put on some music. Put on some music. Okay, let's look at Taurus. Love in the evening for Taurus, please. Let's look at this energy together. What is coming up for Taurus tonight? Let's look at that. This one wanted to come out. The Knight of Cups. Okay, well, did you get a phone call? So is someone wanting to date you tonight? Take you out? Definitely getting an offer here. Someone is coming towards you with a lot of interest, to say the least. They're gentle. They're not like the Knight of Wands. They're not too, you know, feisty. On the contrary, they approach you very softly. You might even, you know, their offer, like whatever, you know, I was picturing someone giving you a call or whatever, you know, they might show their interest in a very subtle manner, right? So it might be so subtle that, not that you don't notice it, but you might, you know, you're gonna have to like really pay attention to catch on here. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Interesting. I'll get one more. So 2 came out, 2 that turned up, right? So romantic feelings and playfulness. So romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. And playfulness says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Very interesting. Okay. I think that this Knight of Cups that's coming towards you is very shy. And I say this because I think they have an upbringing that is conservative to an extent. And it makes them, you know, when I said their advances would be subtle, you know, they're old school and it's going to be done in a proper way, or like they have this notion of how it should be done, right? So that factors in here. And yet, you know, there's definitely love here. And this person is playful. Maybe that's what throws you off. Maybe they approach you in a playful manner and you think, oh, it's kind of friendly, like it's just friends, like you're not really always reading the signs. Seduction comes out. Okay, well, someone is really out to seduce you. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. They're doing it in such a beautiful, subtle way. You know, I mean, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I was going to describe how way, way back, right, if you look at old movies and you read novels that were written so long ago, right? In other centuries, seduction was, it's almost like it's an art. And it would also take, it would span a long time, right? People would court one another. And so this is what this person is doing. They're very chivalrous. I can't say that, you know, like being like a gentleman, or, you know what I mean? Like not gender specific, but I wish I could pronounce this. Chivalrous. Anyways, I give up. So anyways, the seduction, enjoy that part, right? Enjoy the courtship, because it's not as common anymore as it used to be. People rush in quite often, right? Nowadays. So let's look at Gemini. What's in store for Gemini's love in the evening? Love in the evening. Gemini, what's on your mind? I mean, it's love on your brain, but how is it expressing itself? Three of Swords in reverse. I'm going to leave it in reverse. We don't want it upright, Gemini. Okay, let's get more, let's see what Doreen has to say here. Okay, that's like way too many. There's like 6 cards here. Why is love in the evening difficult for Gemini with this 3 of Swords here? 3 cards. We have make the effort, stay optimistic about your love life, and trust. Okay, well, this explains it really well. It's a trust issue. You have been hurt in the past, probably. You are not trusting in relationships. You do not open your heart, Geminis, easily, if not at all. It's probably the most difficult thing for you to do. And you lack in confidence, right? You need to stay optimistic. You need to stay optimistic that you can actually open up. You need to make the effort. This is all on you. I'm sorry to put it back on you. I mean, maybe not. Maybe you are dealing with a person like this, actually. But whoever, right, it's one or the other. It's either you or them. And it's really clear that it's only one of the two of you is really in this energy. It's interesting because trust is such a big part of opening up. It's like the key. And as I say that, unforgettable. Really interesting. Silence and turmoil. Do you see how this comes out? I mean, it's crazy. What you have a hard time forgetting is whatever has hurt you in the past. You're having a hard time getting over. You can't forget, so it's blocking you. And so you're sitting in silence, right? You're closed. And so you cannot open up. You're not talking. You're not communicating. You're not expressing your love. And it puts you in it makes you experience turmoil, inner conflicts. Oy, oy, oy. Painful, Gemini. Painful. I wish it was different. We'll get a better reading next time, Geminis. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancers. Let's start with the tarot. Love in the evening for Cancer. What is happening with you guys? Love in the evening with Cancer. For Cancer. The Empress. Sweet. Now, the Romance Angels. What do they have to say? Love in the evening. Who is this Empress in your life, Cancer? Or is that you? I think you're dealing with an Empress. This card keeps coming out. Give your relationship a chance. You deserve love and stay optimistic about your love life. That's really interesting. I'm saying this, Cancer, simply because of the energies that I just drew for Gemini. It's kind of similar, but in a much more positive note here. I'm going to draw one more card here on the out of the tarot. Love in the evening. Okay, it is similar to Gemini because I just drew the Three of Swords for Gemini. And you're getting the Three of Swords with the King of Cups and the Empress. Okay, well, this is a separation. I'm sorry, guys, Cancer. It's a couple separating. So this King of Cups and this Empress have separated, are separating, or will separate. It does say to give your relationship a chance. This is, a sliver of, if any of the two of you want to work on this or try, it asks you to stay optimistic about your love life. And it points to you that you deserve love. So it's interesting. It's like, and then you have change here. Okay. So this could go like two ways, right? This you deserve love can be interpreted as you need to believe that in this connection there is love. Okay? It's the only thing that could save the connection. On both sides, you have to realize that you both are deserving of one another. I don't know why I say it like that, but that's how it came out. But then this, so in order for this to happen, a change needs to happen, right? The change could be really giving it another go, give your relationship a chance. But it could also be that you deserve love, so you need to move on. You need to let it be, and part ways. Wow. Okay. I mean, 2 readings with heartbreak. It's oh no, what did I do? I put in tarot cards inside this deck. You see, I'm this it's affecting me. It's interesting. It's you know, like 2 readings where it's not so positive. Never easy to deliver this kind of message. Leos. Let's look at you, Leos. Let's look at your energy for this evening. So, these 2. Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's really interesting. It's a lot of the readings are getting court cards, right? So it's pointing to 2 people. This is really like conflicting messages. Attraction and unrequited love. Okay, well, I mean, I'm sorry, another not so great message, but out of these 2 people, one is attracted and the other one doesn't feel the same way for the other person. Period. Yeah. And I'm tempted to say that, and this is not gender specific, but the person who's attracted is the person with, it's the Queen of Pentacles energy. Whereas the person who's detaching and who's not feeling it the same way is the Knight of Swords energy. Again, apply it, you know, identify yourself with whichever side here. You'll know. Oh, this is not so pleasant. You know. Not an easy thing to... It all boils down to energy. You guys are not on the same vibration. You're not a match. I mean, it doesn't take anything away from either of you, right? You both are lovable, beautiful people. Leos, it's just not the right person for you. Okay. I hope the energy will shift here, that I can start getting some happier and, you know, I don't know, just more loving messages here. Let's look at Virgo. Virgo's love in the evening for Virgo. What is with these court cards? Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. Okay, well, that's really interesting. Maybe for you, Virgo, maybe there's a choice between 2 people. It could be that one of these knights is you. But look at this. They're both facing in different directions, so they're turning their backs to one another. Oh no, not another storyline, negative storyline. I just did literally Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and the readings were, wow, difficult. So I'm hoping that for you, Virgo, it turns out differently. But it does look like 2 people parting ways, and I'm sorry to say that. But, you know, let's look further, because it could simply be because of the imagery. Retreat. Interesting. It's a parting way energy. It's like retreat, retreat. And codependency. Oy, oy, oy. Fourth reading that is difficult. I can't handle this. I want like butterflies and, you know, rainbows and oh gosh, people, I'm so sorry. Integrity and mark the date. That's interesting. It takes a lot of integrity to walk away, to know that it's time to walk away, because it means that you're being true to yourself, right? And I think that mark the date here comes out because it's a very precise moment when, so you know exactly the moment that you've made the call, right? That you decide that it's over. And I think definitely the issue here, the cards are pointing at an issue of codependency between the two of you, Virgo. Okay, enough with this crap. Libra, I hope you can save the day, and let's have a turnaround of these energies. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to blow on my decks. Let's hope this is that it'll change the energies. Love in the evening for Libra. What is showing up for Libra? The Four of Cups. Let's draw another one. Came out. The Fool. That's good. That's very good. And let's pull an angel. Two turned. This one came out, didn't turn out, didn't come up face up. Didn't come out face up, so I'm not going to take it. Wow. Finally, engagement and honeymoon. I sense a lot of Libra energy here of apathy. When Libras are undecided, when they're in between worlds and unable to make a decision, they are in apathy. They are in this no man's land of, you know, not grasping, not seizing the moment. And so this is why this card is coming up. You must have been in between worlds. Overlooking, like letting life pass you by kind of energy, you know. Simply because I don't think it's because you didn't have any good offers or anything like that. On the contrary. Maybe you weren't, well, you were definitely not receptive, right? But, yeah, it feels like you were in between worlds. Like, not of this world and not of this world. That's why I'm saying this. And then suddenly, I don't know. I'm sensing this as you, and this could be you, but I think it's the person you're dealing with here. Someone comes along, ding, 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 and it's like they wake you up. They stimulate you. This person is, they make you laugh. They, it's like they shake you up. They wake you up from this apathy. They pull you out of this state. They're interesting enough for you, right? They become, yeah, they really catch your attention. And so it's beautiful here. There's an engagement and a honeymoon. And God knows that, you know, Libras, you live for, you know, wanting to find the person you'll marry. You know, marriage is important, commitment. And so you really go through the motion of the engagement, you know, like the ring, the official, you know, engagement, and then the wedding and the honeymoon. And maybe that's what it was, right? Maybe you had relationships before that were, or you just there was no commitment, or you didn't see the, you know, the lifelong partner in these people, so you just weren't acting. But then this person comes along and then, wow, they rock your world. They change your life, basically. Wow, this is powerful. Incredible. Are you getting married tonight? Okay, these cards, but too many. Let me just get one. This one wants to come out. Just do it. That is so perfect, because look, when Libras are undecided, right? It's like this person is saying, come on, just do it. Like, you know, come with me, marry me. Let's do this. It's gorgeous. I love it. Very happy for you, Libra. Okay, let's do Scorpios. Live in the evening for Scorpio. Oh, bummer. Too many, too many, too many. Let's regroup. Regroup. Okay. Scorpio, love in the evening for Scorpio. Love in the evening for Scorpio. Here it is. 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. Man, that's like the jackpot. Scorpio, you hit the jackpot. You feel like the luckiest person on earth here. You really feel like you've hit the jackpot, and it's elating you. You feel on top of the world. It makes you feel so good. It's It's carrying you, just like this horse is carrying you through this crowd. And then there's flirts and let go of control issues. Actually, it's really interesting, this the fact that you're being acclaimed and victorious here. You might be, it might get a little bit to your head, right? And so it might turn into a bit of control, in the sense that it's like you're, you might crave that sort of recognition within the partnership with this person, within the relationship. So it does create an off balance of, you know, this some sort of covert control, right? Of wanting to subtly, in a subtle way, bring the person to recognize you and acclaim you, and, you know, carry you and make you feel like you're always on top of the world. So watch out for that. But you're definitely feeling that this person is contributing in a very important way, and not just financially. I think just from who they are, they're bringing a lot to your to this relationship and to the exchange. And I think you really, really enjoy the exchange that you have, like this sort of flirty. There's something about this person being strong in their, how can I put it? Their forte is like being wealthy, quote unquote. Doesn't have to be real material wealth, but they're wealthy symbolically. And your forte is like this sort of charisma and standing out of the crowd, right? And so you really, the flirt between you is very electric. Like it really jives. It really, it's good, right? It's there's a good match there, like a good fit. But on both sides, maybe it's on both sides, this subtle, covert control kind of dynamic to this, right? Like it might not always be equal between the two of you. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like I don't know. It's very subtle. It's faint, but it's there. So the cards point to. Let's see if these cards tell us more, or what they tell us for Scorpio. Okay, and the word turmoil came up. So yeah, when you guys are trying to get one over the other, it's not a good energy between the two of you. So this is what the cards are pointing to. Just make sure that you don't go there with one another. Just enjoy the flirt, like enjoy this sort of great attraction, this pull that you have for one another, and no games. Plain and simple, no game. No game playing. All right, let's look at Sagittarius. Love in the evening for Sagittarius. What's happening for you guys? Two big chunks. Back in the deck you go. Shuffle we go again. Shuffle some more. I'll get one more card. Saggy. One more card for Sagittarius, please. Too many. Just put this one aside. This one. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles with Justice. The Eight of Pentacles and Justice. Is someone a lawyer in their career? Or could be a judge? Anyway, that was a side note. The person you're relating to, Sagittarius, it's really interesting. They're like a bookworm. They really love to read, and they love to study. And I just got, they might be studying you. That's really interesting. They could even be versed in psychology to an extent. That was intuitive. It's not necessarily in these cards. Express your love. Yeah, this person is definitely cerebral, very intellectual, very good with words, written and spoken. Maybe that's what they do for work. Writing, public speaking. It's really interesting. I'm at a loss for words because I'm trying to sense the dynamics between the relationship, playfulness here. And all I'm getting is, it could be a colleague at work. Okay, this is what I'm really getting. It's like you're not really in contact. Like they're in your vicinity, but you're not really in a relationship yet. That's why it feels remote, or like, and that's why this card is coming up. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This is not being actualized just yet. That's why I was describing this person is studying you. Basically, what's happening is you're both looking at one another from a distance. You're only sizing yourself up, right? Like you're kind of, oh, he's cute. Oh, she's cute, or whatever, you know. Again, I don't mean to attach gender. And so the playfulness is this sort of, the initial stages, right, of feeling attracted, and it feels playful because, you know, you're glancing and then they look back and then you turn your glance, you turn your eyes, right? It's this kind of like feeling between the two of you that I'm picking up on. So this is like fairly new. Like, or it's just been going on for a little while, but it's like I said, you guys are maybe not even on talking terms just yet. Or maybe you are, but in a context that is not romantic. you know. Oh, wow, signs. I mean, look, it's really, that's what it is. It's, for now, you're giving yourself signs and it's playful, right? It's just like, you kind of know one another. You kind of know that, you know, this is happening. You feel it. But it's like at the same time, you're like, you know, you guys are not there yet, like full on, right? This is really cute. This is basically describing a flirt. Like this is the, yeah. It's beautiful. But I mean, all the signs are there. This person likes you and you like them. Sagittarius. It's reciprocal. Beautiful. Reciprocal, and it's going to be equal. Okay, let's do Capricorn. Love in the evening for Capricorns. Love in the evening for Capricorns. This one. The Page of Pentacles. Let's get one more. And the Seven of Swords. It did sort of come out. It came out in reverse, but I haven't been really reading reversals. So let's just put it like that. Let's not get frightened by this card. Okay, so these came out. It's the same message. Express, I mean, because express your love has been coming out a lot, and flirt as well. Express your love and flirt. This is really interesting. It's sort of like kind of similar to Sagittarius. So both of you are interested. One of you wants to make the romantic gesture. There's definitely someone that wants to offer the other something, or vice versa, or both of you. And yet there's an avoidance here. You guys are, you know, you guys are going the long way around, like to make yourselves known. So it's a flirt situation, but that is dragging on here with the Seven of Swords, you know, and it's sort of disguised. You know, in Sagittarius reading, the signs were there. Both parties knew that you know, that there was a thing. But here in your case, Capricorn, it's really not out in the open. So you really have to go on blind faith here. And so it's a little more difficult, right? Because you might be doubting, and this is creating some sort of a lack of, I want to say, here's lust. It is creating a lot of this mistrust to a degree, right? That's unfortunate. And you see, it comes up as, so you both desire one another. There's definitely physical attraction between the two of you. But there's a little devilish energy here of not wanting to reveal your feelings. Is sort of a manipulative energy. Unnecessary energy, probably. Okay, let it be said. I'm just going to pull one more of these. Wait. So it's creating some heaviness between the two of you. It makes the situation a bit heavy. Unnecessary is just unnecessarily complicated. Guys, another game-playing energy here. Maybe not necessarily game-playing, but, you know, why waste so much energy? But then again, if you're unsure of one another's feelings for, like, right, nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to be the first one to reveal, right, how they feel. There might be a fear of rejection involved here. Anywho, let's do Aquarius. Love in the evening for Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Let's look at that. Love in the evening for Aquarius. Okay. So we have, oh wow, 4 of Wands and the Strength card. I'm hearing the word summer in my head. I would even go as far as saying summer solstice. Yeah, summer solstice. Lion Gate, portal 8-8. And this is 11-11. This is really interesting. I just flashed. This was the Lion's Gate portal, August 8th. And this is the 11-11 energy, the portal that we just had a few days ago. This combination is extremely strong right now because of, for that reason. There's a resonance between what happened in early August and right now. And I mean, I did bring up the summer solstice, so maybe if you have an agenda and you're able to retrace what you were doing on June 21st. I think, depending where you are in the world, but I think that summer solstice, obviously it is June 21st, but sometimes it happens June 22nd. Like astronomically speaking, right? Anyways, love yourself first. This is really interesting because Lionsgate was all about self-love, loving life and self-love, mainly self-love. I cannot tell you, just to share, I've had so many people tell me, some of my friends and some acquaintances tell me that something happened, shifted for them in August, that they just got to a different place within themselves and started loving themselves unconditionally in a way that they hadn't before. And I've heard it so many times out of so many mouths. So many people told me that. I even felt something similar. So there was really something really particular in the energy in August. This is really, really interesting. I even did readings that I called, you know, loving life, loving yourself, something heart-to-heart readings that I did for Lionsgate. And it was all about self-love, right? Worth waiting for. This is really interesting. I mean, this is really powerful. I'm sorry. I'm blown away. The Lionsgate energy was definitely love yourself, self-love. This 11-11 is all about soulmates, right? Twin flames. And this is what you get, worth waiting for. So it's like meeting your twin flame. There's a correlation between the self-love that you've acquired back in August, how it played out, what happened, and now what's happening in your life, or yeah, it's really, really strong. This says, divine timing is at work in your love life. You might not have met this person just yet, but what it feels like is preparation. This was the first thing that needed to happen. You needed to gain unconditional self-love for yourself, self-love. Now you need to believe, feels like faith, believing, because of the divine timing. I'm hearing synchronicities in my mind. I hear as if unforgettable. Like right now, what's happening is pay attention to synchronicities. It's really, really interesting. I'm thinking of Jupiter and Saturn in your sign. I mean, they're very distinct energies, but they're, because you have both of these planets as your rulers, I'm thinking of the 11, right? Thinking of two, you know what I mean? Like two pillars. The graph of 11 is like two pillars. And I'm associating that with the two planets, Jupiter and Saturn. And it feels like you're meeting, so one of you is more Saturnian and the person you'll eventually meet will be more Jupiterian, or vice versa. And remember, there was a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction on the December 21st of 2020, which was the winter solstice, and I mentioned the summer solstice here. This is really strange, Aquarius. I mean, this is full-blown astrology here, like I've rarely seen in a tarot reading. In terms, I mean, on top of that, it's such a short reading. I'm loving this. This is incredible. Really, really powerful. Adventure and reward. Okay, this is incredible. It's asking you to take a leap of faith in a way with this adventure card. And you'll get the reward. The reward being meeting your twin flame soulmate, partner, whatever, lover, future spouse, all of the above, whatever. This is incredible. It's unbelievable. I'm going to remember this reading for a very long time. Makes me want to cry. Oof. Yikes. All right, let's move on to Pisces. Pisces, what's in the ethers tonight? Love in the evening for you guys, Pisces. Love in the evening. This card. The Five of Swords. This card. The World. Let's do the angels. Love in the evening with the angels. These two. Reconciliation and calling in your soulmate. That's great because, you know, there is an energy of conflict here. There's definitely friction. and disagreements. This is an uncomfortable energy, wasted energy as well, right? Any negative energy is wasted energy, whatever. For me, at least, right? I mean, you might have a different opinion, but I'm not saying you should never fight for what is you deem right, or, you know, that is important to you and to your integrity. But sometimes, you know, conflicts can be avoided, or at least, you know, how do you say, there's a word, I have the word in French, it's like to diffuse a situation, that's the word. So this World card here, maybe that's what it is. I feel like the circle of the world here, in the sense of coming full circle on a situation. And so by having done that, first of all, you close the loop, it ends, and it diffuses whatever the situation was, right? It's like you close the chapter, you turn the page, basically. So it voids this conflict, it voids the whatever was happening that was difficult. It's over with, right? And this is this energy, what I was describing about coming full circle with something. It's a form of closure, but it's also a form of, you know, coming around to a situation, right? And the coming around is this reconciliation energy. Also, you know, the world is like, when you finish, I see this as a horizontal plane, right? You finish a situation at this level, and then you move up to you change, you know, I say up and I say levels, but it's simply to express, you know, that this here is done, and then you go into a different cycle, right? So whether I do it cycle like this, vertical, no matter the direction, but it's I guess I want to just keep the word cycle here. And you see, reconciliation, the root of the word, you come back to a situation when you reconcile. So there's a new cycle, right? It's to reconcile, you have to let go of, you have to make some compromises here to be able to have a dialogue and to be able to bring the situation to another level, into a new cycle. And here you have calling in your soulmates. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So this is part of the reconciliation energy, where this is how you, you know, you stay positive. For whoever wants to pray, you pray. You can pray to source. You can, you know, use meditation to connect, not necessarily prayers. You can use affirmations, visualizations, but the idea is to connect with source and finding the bond with this person at a different level, right? On a spiritual level. Since you know, maybe on the ordinary plane, right, it's more difficult. So trying to find the connection elsewhere. Let's draw a keyword. Okay. So we have fatigue, and we have just do it, and we have reward. You know, I did say negative energy is wasted energy, and it drains anybody, everybody. It's really useless. It's exhausting. Conflict is exhausting. It's a drain, literally. And just do it is this energy of reconciliation, and if you don't want to reconcile, it's closure with the World card, you know, but do it. Get out of the cycle, get out of the, you know, what's not working, and either you fix it, either you move on. And, you know, this is the win-win situation. It's a win-win situation, whether you reconcile or not. It'll be better than staying in the negative energy and feeling drained all the time. So there, that was Love in the Evening for you guys. I hope something resonated. Just want to remind you that it was a tandem reading, so maybe you'll find it interesting to look back at whichever sign interests you, or whichever solar sign or moon sign or rising sign you are. Look back.